What I recommend when it comes to business is number one, you want to focus on content. And number two, you want to focus on closing. You want to focus on just prospecting, putting value out there, and just being able to have conversations with people who are interested in your product. And if all you do is have conversations with people that are interested in your product and you're constantly prospecting, following up, running content, running ads, then you will make money. Businesses that don't make money is because they don't put themselves out there. It's not the best product that wins, it's the best known product. You have to make your product known. Like every day I don't miss, every day I post. Every day I post a story. Every day I post something. Every day I record something. I edit something. I'm constantly producing. Now, I want to come back to a saying that I've seen over and over is you don't have business problems, you have personal problems manifesting in your business. And this is such a big thing because, a lot of people think, oh, they need a better strategy, they need a better funnel, they need, better ads or stuff like that. But most of the time, their business sucks because they suck. Even if you make money for some time, you make a quick buck, it's not going to be sustainable unless you actually work on your personal development. So your success is never going to exceed your level of personal development. So you have to keep that in mind. That's why you always need to work on yourself. You need to build you. You need to build you first before seeing results. And it's the same with women. I see so many guys, they try to skip steps. They try to get the line or the perfect script or the perfect hack. But there's no hack. The hack is to actually better yourself so that you can be a higher quality man so that you can attract higher quality women. Now, there is obviously some systems and strategies that we teach. There's a way to approach women, etc. But you have to be a quality man first. You can't polish a turd. You can't polish a turd. If your life is shit, if right now you're fucking fat, if you're broke, if you don't know how to actually discipline yourself so that you can get in shape, etc., then you're not gonna be worth having these beautiful women. I mean, why would a beautiful woman date you if you can't even fucking take care of yourself? So lead yourself first before leading others. And a woman is only going to want to date a guy that is at her level or above her level. Like women don't want to date down. So if you're not at her level, or if you're not like stepping up to a higher level than her, then why would she want to date you? So that's the main question. Now, one thing I want to say as well is that self-mastery depends on self-honesty. Most guys aren't, honest with themselves. Like if you're honest with yourself right now, like, are you actually taking all the actions you need to take to actually get to your goals? You need to be congruent with your conscience. Like your conscience is telling you a lot of stuff. Like probably right now, if you drink too much, you have this thought in your head like, oh, I should stop drinking. Or if you're not working out, you have this thought in your head sometimes like, oh, I should probably work out. Or if you see a girl and you don't approach her, then you kind of regret. You kind of want to approach her and your conscience is telling you to do it. But most guys aren't living in a way that's aligned with their conscience. And I saw, a powerful quote the other day that says, your conscience is the authentic voice of God. And that's a powerful quote right there because honestly, if you live in congruency with your conscience, you will see that you're so aligned and so on purpose and so congruent with your goals that you're going to end up achieving your goals. There's no way you're not going to achieve your goals if you live in full congruency with all the actions you need to take to get there. If your thoughts, words, and action are in harmony, you will get success. But right now, they're not in harmony, and that's why you're not actually seeing a lot of success. Or maybe you're seeing some success in an area of your life, but in other areas, there's nothing. So you need to be congruent and you need to live in a way that's in harmony with your conscience. So it's not about the how, it's about the who, okay? It's who you need to become. Who do I need to become to get there? You don't get success, you become someone who creates it, I don't even need to go to the gym every day, but I go to the gym every day because that really makes me sharp. That really makes me do the right things. And I feel in congruency with my life. I raise my frequency to a higher level. A lot of guys tell me, why do you need to go to the gym every day? What do you get from that? It's not what I get from it. It's what I remove from it. I remove those negative thoughts. I remove hesitation. I remove these thoughts of like, oh, maybe it's not going to work, etc. I live in full congruency with my goals, and that's what matters. So it's not what I get from it, it's what I remove from it. I remove uncertainty in my life and I get into a state of full confidence. So remember that if your business isn't scaling, it's because of you. It's not because of strategies or whatever. Yes, there are strategies, but first you need to build you. Okay? Like I have so many guys, they come in my programs and they take the same exact program, and one guy gets 10 dates in 8 weeks and the other guy doesn't do shit, doesn't even approach 3 girls. Why is that? Well, it's because of their level of personal development. It's because they don't have the discipline and they don't have what it takes yet. They need to develop themselves to a higher level. So in every endeavor in life, you have to upgrade your character first before seeing the results. And that's the most important thing you need to understand. Because unless you upgrade your character, then you're not gonna have the results sustainably. Maybe you're gonna have the results in the short term, but it's not gonna last. So if you wanna make the results last, then you need to upgrade your character first. And one thing to remember as well is that the world is not as it is as you are. The world is not as it is as you are. The world is not a window, it's a fucking mirror. So whatever state you find yourself in, that's what the world is gonna give you back. You could be living in a fucking mansion in Dubai, in the Palm or whatever, but if your state isn't right, your life is gonna look ugly anyway. You're gonna feel bad anyway. You're gonna be in a low frequency state. Or you could be a bit broke, you can be a broke fucking student, but if your state is fucking good, if you have a high frequency state, if you go to the gym consistently and you feel great, then even though your surroundings aren't perfect, you still feel amazing. You could feel better than a fucking billionaire in Palm Jumeirah. You know, you can feel better than a billionaire in New York City in Billionaires Row. And although you're broke, you know, but it's because of your state. So the world reflects your state within. If you have a good state within, then the world is going to mirror that. And even women are mirrors. Like if I feel in a good state, like especially after the gym, I love approaching women after the gym. That's the best time to approach girls in my opinion, after the gym. After the gym, whenever I approach girls, I never ever get rejected. And all my conversations are amazing. The reason why is because I'm in a high frequency state. And because I feel great, and therefore they feel great. It's the law of state transference. Whatever you feel, she feels. And so that's why it's not about what you say, it's about how you say things and the energy behind what you're saying. And it's the same thing with business. It's not necessarily about the crazy business strategies, it's about the energy you emanate throughout your business. So again, your success is never gonna exceed your level of personal development. You need to make it a priority to develop yourself first. And then your business, your dating life, and all the success in all other areas are gonna follow. But you need to develop yourself first. And you know, I see so many guys in the dating space learning some lines, memorizing some scripts, etc. But truthfully, it doesn't really work, you know? Because attraction isn't difficult to build, but it's very easy to kill. And women can sense when you're trying to, you know, recite some line or whatever and you're not congruent. So next time you try to employ some sleazy tricks or whatever, remember that. Attraction isn't difficult to build, but it's very easy to kill. And you're gonna kill attraction by trying to be someone you're not. You have to be it. You have to develop yourself first. You have to be the man first before you can attract the type of woman you wanna attract. Okay, so if you wanna attract some 9s and 10s, you need to be a 9 and 10. And the question is, would you date yourself? If you were a 9 or a 10, would you date yourself? Be honest. If not, then you need to make the improvements necessary to get there. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave you, I have to go back. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. And by the way, we have a training in the description. If you wanna level up your dating life and get 1 to 3 dates a week or attract a long-term girlfriend at some point, I have a free training in the description. You can check out the training. And if you wanna receive a strategy session, so that my team and I can show you what systems you can put in place to get there, then simply book a call with us and we'll talk to you there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you very soon.